Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News Today starts now.
Just hours before the start of the Michigan GOP state convention, serious allegations of secret payoffs.
And with temps feeling like below zero this weekend, warming centers are extremely important. But the coronavirus pandemic is making it difficult for shelters to stay open.
And taking a look outside, you want to grab your coat, hat, gloves, boots, scarf, mittens, all of it, because we are in for a brutally cold weekend here.
I think you could keep going, turtleneck, layer up, snow pants, just the whole 9 yards.
Absolutely. The sun isn't even up yet. It's 7 o'clock. Thanks for joining us here this morning. I'm Grant Herms.
And I'm Priya Mann. It is going to be a cold day, but Andrew, you've got us prepared. We just have to bundle up.
Exactly. Don't forget the long johns as well. We have temperatures right now that are in the single digits and teens, single digits at least in northwest Ohio, teens for the most part here in southeast Michigan, but those winds easily making it feel like it's in the single digits or even lower. It feels like 3 in Mount Clemens, but not too far away in Pontiac. 1 below 0 is the current wind chill. 2 below 0 is the current wind chill in Sandusky. Feels like 4 below for our friends over in Monroe. And later today, it will still be very, very cold. To give you an idea, the average high this time of year is around freezing, 32, 33 degrees. But today, we'll barely make it up to around 20. So temperatures this afternoon, easily 10 degrees or lower than our average highs for this time of year. But on the plus side, it will be dry with mostly cloudy skies. There are a few snow showers up to our north, mainly along I-69, but those are slowly dwindling. We're looking at 12 degrees over at Metro Airport. We're looking at a wind chill of -3 right here for Detroit with a wind of 13 miles per hour. As those snow showers diminish, again, it remains very cold. But there's more snow on the way for tonight. We'll talk about that and your 7-day forecast in moments. Remember, you can track any snowflakes during the weekend, temperatures as well, and wind chills. Get the best forecast in the region right on the Local Forecasters app. It's free. Make sure you download it. Search WDIV in your app store.
Well, he just said it. Michigan's long-delayed winter is upon us, and that means for many a need for a warm shelter. Yeah. COVID has forced many changes, including cutting the number of Metro Detroit warming centers.
And of course, that affects our most vulnerable. Local 4's Rod Maloney is here with a look at what Wayne County is doing to keep folks warm.
Allen Parks Community Center acts as a focal point in the city. Its ice arena remains open and has been throughout the COVID crisis. It's a smart bus hub, and it's here where they've stacked up chairs in the lobby where they've opened up their warming center. Parks and Rec Director Patrick Hawkins says closing during the pandemic was not an option.
I believe that was an essential service because I wasn't about to tell somebody you can't go to dialysis 3 times a week anymore. It was important.
The bus service also can help those who are needing a lift to get to the warming center.
We go, I think it's 3 miles from here, so that could be in Dearborn, that could be in Taylor, that could be in Southgate, it could be in Lincoln Park or Wyandotte.
None of which are cities with warming shelters. Here are the ones available according to Wayne County: Canton Township, Dearborn Heights, Grosse Ile, Livonia, Rockwood, and Southgate. Here in Allen Park, they have breakout rooms with partitions should you need the privacy. They also have COVID rules in place, and
we don't tell anybody you can't come in. Now, when there's a severe emergency, we'll have the TVs on. We've been restricted on our concession stand, but we'll put coffee on. And if you have no place to go, then we'll get somebody else involved.
In Allen Park, Rod Maloney, Local 4.
And we have a list of warming centers for the city of Detroit and for Macomb and Oakland counties on our website, clickondetroit.com.
Road rage leads a driver to be shot inside a car with a woman and several children inside. It happened last night near 7 Mile in Santa Barbara on Detroit's west side. Police say a car heading on 7 Mile shot into another car. A man was hit, and at last check, he is in critical condition. The woman and children thankfully were not hurt. Police say they are still looking for the shooter. And in Romulus, eastbound I-94 and 275 was closed last night as police looked for clues in another road rage shooting. The situation between 2 cars escalated and shots were fired from one car into the other. A third vehicle not involved in that fight was struck multiple times, and one of the bullets hit that driver in the knee. Thankfully, they will be okay. Police are still looking for the shooter.
On the day a man was charged in connection with her death, family and friends of 12-year-old Phoebe Elliott gathered to remember her life. Phoebe was killed Wednesday when her aunt's SUV was T-boned by a suspected drunk driver in Taylor. Jason Colthorpe was at last night's vigil.
This family has already suffered immense tragedy. Phoebe was living with her aunt and uncle because her mother had already died. Well, Friday night, people who didn't even know this family came out to support them. At the St. John's Lutheran Church in Taylor, near the intersection where 12-year-old Phoebe Elliott was killed, a few dozen people gathered for a vigil and some words of comfort.
God gives us the ability to give comfort to those because he comforts us.
Phoebe was the nicest person ever. She was never mean to anyone.
Amy Lewandowski played softball with Phoebe. They were the self-described clowns of the team. She and her family weren't about to miss a chance to honor Phoebe.
Phoebe was one of my best friends. I love Phoebe. I love Phoebe so much.
She was an innocent child, but she was a light. She was an amazing little girl. So she had the biggest smile, very contagious smile, very, very energetic and happy.
About a dozen Taylor police officers also came out, some who were on the scene of the accident Wednesday morning, because as they told us, they felt the need to be here. Others, many strangers, braved the frigid cold to bring donations and stuffed animals, anything to support the family.
We wanted to do our part to make sure that they knew that they had the support of the community.
I just feel it's really important for people in the world to know that they're not alone, because times like this, it's just you need somebody to lean on, you need support.
Those 13 bells, all for Phoebe. She was 12 years old and was about to be 13 on February 8th. We're in Taylor. Jason Colthorpe, Local 4.
All right, Jason. Well, the Michigan GOP is heading into this weekend's state convention amid allegations of corruption. It pits current chair Laura Cox against former ambassador and chair Ronald Weiser, who she's accusing of paying $200,000 to a 2018 candidate to drop out of the race. Our Mara McDonald reports it's a serious claim and one that could lead to an investigation.
To investigate whether there have been violations of campaign finance law, and if they find that that is the case, it will likely go to the AG.
$200,000 for 6 months' work of a part-time job is absolutely unbelievable.
Current Michigan GOP Chair Laura Cox doing a live town hall answering questions from her GOP constituents about the drama engulfing the party. Cox, days before the state convention, dropping the news that former Michigan GOP Chair Ron Weiser, who is currently running again for the spot, paid out $200,000 in Michigan GOP funds to Shelby Township Clerk Stan Grott in 2018. Now, Weiser and Grott say it was for work recruiting delegates. Cox makes it clear she believes it was to pay Grott off so he would drop out of the 2018 Michigan Secretary of State race. Grott was poised to win the nomination at convention that year, but it was no secret a good portion of the party wanted a woman on the ticket. Grott suddenly dropped out, and Mary Tretter Lang became the nominee, who then lost to Jocelyn Benson.
It is undisputed that these payments began 3 days after Stan dropped out of the Secretary of State's race and just 4 days before the state convention, the nominating convention in 2018.
The scenario Cox is painting here is a violation of campaign finance laws. Weiser has put out a statement which in part reads, Laura Cox's baseless allegations are a desperate attempt to smear my name based on a long-standing political grudge and her inability to hold on to the job of party chair that she couldn't keep on her own merits. Before all this blew up, Cox had dropped out of the race. Weiser was going to cruise to victory this weekend at the state convention. Now Cox says she's back in the race, but not because she wants the job. She says if she's elected, she'll resign immediately, allowing the new state committee to then appoint a new chair.
I don't want this job anymore. I don't want to be the chair, but I'm not going to stand silently.
I reached out to Stan Grott. His only comment was Laura Cox is desperate to keep this job. We're downtown. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Democrats move one step closer to being able to pass President Biden's $1.9 trillion COVID relief plan without Republican support.
Yeah, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has set a 2-week timeline for getting the bill through the House and into the Senate's hands. President Biden says he's willing to limit which Americans would qualify for $1,400 stimulus checks, but will not lower the amount of the direct payments. One thing that will likely not be in the bill, raising the federal minimum wage to $15 an hour, something the president says he will have to do in a separate negotiation. Now to the latest on the coronavirus numbers here in Michigan. Yesterday, the state reported more than 1,300 cases of the virus, along with 19 lives lost. We can expect an update in case numbers this afternoon, as well as the weekly recovery numbers. St. Clair County declares a state of emergency because of flooding caused by ice jams on the St. Clair River.
High winds forced the 4 Coast Guard cutters to suspend operations. One of the U.S. cutters is heading to Cleveland to help with issues there, while the other is returning to Detroit to refuel. The 2 Canadian cutters will continue the job this weekend. However, the forecasted frigid temps possibly mean more ice jams that could lead to more flooding. And Andrew, that's a really dangerous situation for those folks out there.
Exactly right, and thank goodness for those cutters doing their work, and if they continue to do so, that will alleviate some of the problems. Also, the wind keeping that ice and water from being blown on shore. Winds are generally out of the west-southwest today, but they're blowing so hard it feels even colder out there with wind chills around 0 or lower. So we'll talk about temperatures, where they go from here today, of course wind chills, the possibility of snow before the weekend is over, and your 7-day forecast coming up.